Greetings everyone, what's all here? Certainly glad you could join me on this fine episode, and I hope you like using the recon class because today we're using the one and only Model 8 sniper rifle. So I'm gonna share a couple of real facts about this gun and tell you why this gun is so interesting to use in Battlefield, regardless of the game mode, So on this gameplay or on this episode, we're playing TDM on Lofoten Islands. Sadly, I mean, I usually play Conquest, but we don't have this map for Conquest. And since they removed Squad Conquest, I believe the only way to play this map is on TDM. So here we are, and we're gonna have so much fun. And we join late a little bit, but you know what? That's not going to stop us from destroying the enemy. So a fun fact about this gun is that it's not a real sniper rifle. It's more like a hunting rifle, which I think is really good because I think in this video we'll be doing some serious hunting. We'll be hunting the enemy down, and we're gonna have so much fun. So I like that. And also this gun was not really one of the greatest ones for trench warfare. So I'm gonna share a real video, a real life video about this gun if you are interested. I'm gonna pin it on the comments below if you want to see this gun being taken apart and you want to see what it looks like in real life, and also the guy just shooting a couple of rounds or like 5 rounds with this gun. So it's very, very cool. But anyway, so why do I like this gun so much, whether I play TDM, Conquest, or any mode? And the reason is very simple, because it allows me to be aggressive. I like to be a useful recon or a useful sniper. All right, I like to be useful. I don't want to be sitting down like really far away, not doing much. I don't want to get like 5 kills in a game, and when I play like Iwo Jima, people just go up in the mountains and try to kill me, and you can even dodge the bullets. They don't really aim for bullet drop or bullet velocity. They don't take anything in consideration. They just try to kill you. You can just dodge the bullets very easily because they don't know how to use their guns, and they just like, I don't know, lazy or whatever the case may be. But I like to be useful. I like to be somebody that you could trust in your squad, in your team. Okay, I like to help people out. We join late, we're gonna help them out, we're gonna achieve victory on this one, for example. So if you play Conquest, for example, which is what I play the most, a gun like this and the ZH and the RSC, which are my top favorites, allows me to be aggressive and play the objective. Allows me just to go and try to capture some flags without having the fear like, okay, how am I going to defend myself? Am I going to have to switch the pistol all the time? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. With this gun, it's really powerful. It's like 2 hits to the body, and you get a good fire rate. So the Model 8, depending on your specializations, you can get it up to 200, which is pretty good. I believe the ZH is 180, and I think the RSC is like 150. So the pretty good fire rate, but the Model 8 has got really, really insane kicks. So you need to get used to that. But once you pass that part, once you get used to it, once you get it down, it's such a nasty weapon system. I love it, so much fun. And if you get the mostly like gold camo for it, looks pretty cool too. So I highly recommend this gun, man. It's really fun to use. 5 rounds in the magazine. That's what I'm using over here, and pretty deadly, and just moving around and just going all over the place and using all the gadgets that we got at our disposal. And just find these people who like to hide in buildings. So we'll be doing some serious destruction and having a good time. So this is why I love this gun. It makes me feel confident when I use the recon class. And let me tell you, this class has some pretty good guns. The Trench, the P08 carbine, RAC. So it's just very interesting because you can use the same class in different guns, obviously. And it forces you to play differently. You cannot be aggressive with let's say, with the Kar 98. I mean, you could, but you're probably gonna get destroyed. But with guns like this, if you feel like playing the objective, well, I think you should. This will be your best friend, and I think you'll be helping out the team. So that's why I like this gun, man. That's basically what it is. It just, I can be aggressive. I can be useful, and I can do something for the team, help out, and it's just awesome. And in terms of like specializations, I mean, just go all over the place. I'm telling you, just try different things. Try the one without the 200 fire rate. Just try, maybe you like something else. you have to experiment. You know, that's the beauty of this. You can just jump into combine arms and just experiment with different loadouts, different setups. See if you can find something that you like. I like the 200 fire rates just because, you know, once again, I want to be aggressive. You know, I want to be deadly. I want to be up against, you know, SMGs or assault rifles. You know, whatever the case may be. I want to be able to be up there in order to destroy these people. I want to be deadly as well. So a couple of guys over here were using the ZH as well, maybe the same guy. So we were going up against, you know, people using a gun similar that the one we're using as well, but two round to get the kill. So very interesting weapon of choice. I like it a lot. It's very entertaining using sniper rifles. If you haven't used them so much, maybe just give it a try on a TDM. Maybe you need to warm up a little bit. TDM is the best way to do it. And this map is always awesome. You know, it's very. I like the layout too. I think for Squad Conquest was the best. And man, it has so many good games there. They're in my channel if you're interested. But a lot of these guys were just hiding in buildings, so we just playing smart. You know, we saw what was going on. Okay, we realized, okay, these guys are hiding too much in buildings, and we have a gun that is not recommended just to try to clear like a room out. You know, we cannot clear a whole house out. So what we could do is just, you know, use the flares to our advantage and spot these guys, and, you know, have the team flush them out, or as they're trying to run out of the building, you know, we just get the kills and so on. So also we just taking, if you pay attention to this gameplay, what I did here was very interesting, and this is what I do most of the times, if not all the time, when I play video games. And I stick to the edges of the map. You never see me going to like the middle section of the map. You know, even if I had an SMG, I wouldn't be doing this. You know, so by staying on the edge, I get a better view of like what's going on. I get a better feel like how my team is playing, how my team is doing, and who's here, who's there. And same thing with the enemy. I get to spot everything. And once again, this map layout, it's very cool. So it allows you to have that map control, which is something that I always talked about. Map control is key, man. Once you get the map control, you're gonna be king. You and your team, you're just squad mates, you know, are gonna be king. So that's why I say that a lot. You know, map control is really important. And once you get the map control, man, just sit back, enjoy it. All the kills, they're gonna be like right there in front of you, so you don't really have to struggle so much. The real struggle is getting the map control. After that, you know, it's a piece of cake, and it's just down the hill for the enemy team, and all joy and smiles for your team. So that's basically my little strategy for this one. And you know, they can hide all they want. You know, that's fine. Teammate destroy the buildings. You know, we can see them, and these guys don't know how to handle that. So most people expect you to camp or to just be afraid. You know, we just take advantage of these. You know, we just see what they're doing. Try to be one step ahead of the enemy. And with this gun, with the Model 8, it's very easy. So once again, use it if you haven't done so in a while, because yeah, most people forget about these guns. You know, they stick to the same ones. And like I said, if you haven't done so, next time you play this game, if you still play it, give it a try. It's so much fun to use. You know, I like to use everything. You know, just from game to game, I just try to. I don't know how I did not hit that guy. I thought it was on target, not even a hit marker, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. That's fine game. But the Model 8, it's a very cool hunting rifle. You know, we call it a sniper rifle because we got all these different scopes and all that. But it's a hunting rifle that it's just fun to use, man. And this is why I love Battlefield 5. You know, there's not really a meta. You know, I mean, I could use the STG-44 and do well, and I could use the Riveralls and do well, but also I could use the M1 Garand, the Johnson, the Max 44. You know, if you talk about the assault, you know, if you go with the medic, you know, you got the Sten, you got the Commando, you got the Jungle Carbine, you got the MP40. So there's no a meta, regardless the class that you use. There's like all the guns are pretty good, man, and whatever you pick, yeah, you're gonna do well with it. as long as you play smart, as long as you have a decent team, you know, that always weighs in a lot, you know, in order to win games. If you have a team that they just sit in the back and they don't want to really look for the victory, then you're gonna lose regardless of the gun you're using. But for the most part, you know, there's a lot of decent people out there, like these guys, these random people on this video and all my videos, but always with randoms. They want to win and they try, and this game was really close, and we managed just to get a victory like towards the end, and it feels good, you know. It feels good when you do stuff like this, or at least I do feel good. But you see, we're still on the edges of the map. We're trying to get, like, baiting the enemy, you know, like, hey, look for me, come over here, and then boom, we got the advantage because, you know, the weapon that we're using. So that's always a good strategy to do. That's always that I like to share with you guys, so you do the same. Like all my videos and all the stuff that I do, it's not to be like, oh look, I can do this, or I'm good at the game, or no, this is just like samples with different guns, samples with the different game modes. In this case, you know, TDM, I always play Conquest or post-Conquest gameplays. So it's just samples of like, okay, a gun, a mode, a strategy, this is what I do. You know, I do it live. I wanted to do a voice over this video because, I don't know, I think the commentary was kind of lame, and I wasn't explaining it as I'm doing right now. But I should explain you, okay, I'm gonna go this flag and this flag, and this is why I do this. You know, just sample of what I do. So if you guys can maybe, I don't know, get a tip or two out of these videos, you know, that's always awesome. And I hope you become, you know, a really good player and win a lot of games. So that's what it is, just samples of situations and gameplays, and so you guys can see you know, most of these guns in action, and you can do well with any gun in the game. So once again, that's the beauty of Battlefield 5. You can use anything you want, and you can do well with any gun that you decide to pick. So what else is going on in this gameplay, man, other than dying a little bit? We didn't die much though, but it was just very tricky because such a close game. You have to play smart. You have to, like, slow things down, you know, at some point, and think or rethink your strategy. But once you figure out what the enemy is doing, you know, which is what happened in this game, but once you figure it out, and that's the key part, you know, figure out what they're trying to do, you know. For example, are they being aggressive? Are they camping? You know, what guns they're using? You know, every time you get killed, look at the gun the enemy is using. Because with all this information, you will be able to plan your attack. If you see a guy with a shotgun, then you know that you cannot be too aggressive towards this guy, because, okay, he's got a shotgun, close range, he's king, you know, he's going to destroy me. So all this info is really important for you to plan your attacks, how you move in the map, and what are you planning to do or want to do, or how you want to move in the map and take the map control and just start destroying these people. So every single little piece of information that you get from the game is really good. And next time you play this, just give it a try. You know, next time you play TDM, give it a try playing on the outskirts. You know, it works wonders in most of the maps, if not all the maps, unless there's just a bunch of buildings, you know, then you have no choice. But usually, like, wide open maps like this one with very few little buildings, it's just a perfect strategy, and works all the time. You know, it's something that I always do, and I always talked about and recommend doing this. And it's so much. I don't like just, regardless the gun that I'm using, even if I had a semi-auto, fully auto gun, I just don't like staying in buildings. You know, I like just staying outside. I'm an outdoor guy. You know, I like the sun. I like the, but and it's just awesome. It's just awesome outside, and it's very unorthodox, very unexpected, and sometimes people don't know how to handle it. Okay, should we go outside? There's a guy over there in the beach. There's a guy in the building. They didn't know how to handle it. So over here trying to be a little sneaky, and we just got double team, which is just terrible. But we know what they're doing, and now we know where they're coming from, where they're going to. So once again, more info. We know what gun they're using, and we're just waiting for this game to end, and finally managed to get the victory. I was like, you know, a little nervous that we were going to lose that one. So, but it was fun regardless. I love this gun and I love this map, and it was pretty fun. So thanks for watching. My name is Wildchild. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay and this commentary. The Model 8 is a beast. It's a fun gun to use, and give it a try next time you play this game, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Thanks for supporting the videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later.